Hello everyone, this is me, Mabbit201. Today we are reviewing Siege Optimus. And now throughout this video, and through reviewing Siege Megatron, we're going to ask the question of whether or not Optimus and Megatron will surpass their classic counterparts. Now what I mean by classics is the Transformers Classic line version of Optimus, which we will do a size comparison right here. Now just let me put his legs straight. Get him standing up. And as you can see, Siege Optimus is actually taller than Classic Optimus, which is a shocker considering most figures in recent memory have been getting a wee bit shorter. Just for a little size comparison right here. So, yeah. Anyways, especially with Siege Deluxes, which we'll go on in another video, but just to... Remember Battle Trap? Remember that figure? How awesome of a figure it was? And also just, yeah. Most Siege figures are about the same size as this. Deluxe class Siege figures. Just a little thought. Anyways, let's get on with this. So, I actually have not reviewed Classics Optimus. I don't know why, just never have. Did Megatron though, so yeah. So we'll go over articulation. So, of both, got a ball joint at the head, so you could do a little bit of a head tilt. Not too much though. 360 degrees. His is just on a mushroom peg, so kind of just, you know, yeah. You know, your old little spin. This is from the two-pack set that came with the Age of Extinction Optimus, not the Evasion Mode one. Came with a repaint of that, and well, obviously repaint because this one has yellow eyes. And is kind of in G1 toy colors for whatever reason, and has chrome legs. Not complaining really, but yeah. So yeah, you got ankle tilt, no ankle tilt, knees greater than 90 degrees, and the knee is just a bit greater than 90. Leg can go up that far. Leg goes up that far. So Classics Prime does do one thing better so far, and is that his leg can go up higher than Siege Prime. But that's mostly due to the waist design. They're really trying to go G1 here, so that kind of actually hinders it a little. Leg goes out that far. I should probably move the arm so you can, yeah. Leg goes out that far. Leg goes out that far. So again, can do it, but that's mostly due to the waist design. You do get waist articulation, although we'll kind of hit against his back bumper. You also got waist articulation here, except it doesn't hit or collide against anything. So points for Siege Optimus. 360 degree rotation here. No, actually that does not turn, that just stays. It is stationary. So, another point of articulation for Siege Optimus. So in a way I'm kind of doing a review of Classics Optimus here. But, yeah, so that's how that is, and yeah, it's pretty dope. Don't really got much to say. Visually, which one do I like better? Oh yeah, the backpacks. Nah, you don't have to have this on his back, it's just weapon storage. This is his axe, so hold on. So you just plug that into his hand, and you got a battle axe. So yeah, okay. Now, and this actually doesn't need to be on his back either, as this actually turns into another gun. So if you take all of that off, they both got... They do have their backpacks, but they're clean. I would say both of them are probably on par just because I don't know. I think the truck bits could have been cleaned up a lot better here, but then the same type of bits are back here, but also with the addition of the hood now. And it's not like classic Prime where I could just go, oh yeah, I can remove the hood. No. There's a mushroom peg here, so if you wanted to, you could actually remove this whole part. But I think that it would create problems when you go into transformation in vehicle mode, but yeah. So yeah, looks nice. Looks very nice. I would say in robot mode, which one is the superior one? For my collection, for me personally, it is Siege Optimus. I am a big G1 fan, and quite frankly, this fills my needs a lot better than this. I never thought this figure was going to get replaced in my collection, but it is. But, what about vehicle mode? So, we'll transform him on screen for you, and I guess we'll transform him too. They're both stupidly simple. He's a little bit more complicated than him. So we'll actually start with the older one first. So, yeah, you just kind of fold that down. Fold that like that. Boom. Hood of the car. We remove that. Do that. Open this up. Boom. Smokestacks. Okay. So now you want to turn that waist 360 degrees. Turn that like that. Turn the head 360 degrees. Push this down. Push that down. Now fold the arm. Or, hold on. You gotta get these in a certain position. There we go. Fold that back like so. Do the same on the other side. It's pretty simple. It's nothing too complicated, really. Just kind of fold that down. Classics Prime is really not that hard of a transform to transform. It's really simple. Do the same on the other side. And we're also going to rate simplicity of transformation and also just uniqueness of transformation too. Alright. Put the hood on. Boom. And last but not least, we're putting this on. There we go. And we got him in truck mode. Look very nice with the smokestacks and everything. I don't like the style of this hood. I mean, you could take it off, but then things kind of look weird. It just doesn't look right. You could tell it was designed with the hood in mind. Being on here, this whole truck design, so you kind of have to have the hood on, unfortunately. Some people don't mind it, but yeah, it is an unfortunate design, but overall, it's a good looking vehicle mode. There's some problems, like how the front part of here doesn't extend out here, so yeah, it's kind of weird stuff like that, but other than that, it looks pretty fine, and yeah. Now, Siege Optimus isn't going for a Cybertron. Is going for a Cybertronian mode, but it results is a weird hodgepodge of trying to be the semi truck from G1, but not trying to be that at the same time. If that makes any sense. So yeah. So what we want to do is open up his chest, flip the head down. The head just kind of sits there. Turn his waist for right now. Wait a minute, no, don't do that yet. Hold on. I'm trying to remember. Okay, yeah, flip those out. Alright. Lift this up. You can turn the arms back, and I would just do this with the arms for right now. Then I would pull this back like that. And close the feet in. What you want to do is flip the feet around like that. Do that. Or no, yeah, fold that in like that, and then that will tab into his leg. There's a tab right here. So when you untab. Hold on. Oh yeah, because what you do is just, because this will be tabbed into here, so once you untab that from the leg, you fold that tabs into that tab I just pointed out. Boom, there you go. What you do is boom like that. Boom. 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 Got the legs. Got that whole back part done. Now, I would actually recommend opening those and just moving those because we gotta do the wheels. So these wheels come in right here, and they come down. You want to do that both sides. It is kind of tricky getting these wheels out, I will admit, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. But yeah. So these come in literally in the sides. Okay. And actually, you want those. You don't want to tab those in yet. And then the wheels, just pop them down like this. Just go. Once you get everything kind of tabbed in and aligned up, you don't want to have that aligned right there yet. There's a particular reason in a bit coming up. That is the reason why you don't. Oh, wow. Okay, I just done screwed that up. You have to have that turned like that. Okay. Okay, so after you have that turned, like I was an idiot and didn't do that, yeah, so you want to just undo that, like that, and then, okay. So anyways, do what I was telling you to do earlier with the arms, just kind of leave them out. Don't do anything until you get this part down right here. This is important because this is actually the front of the truck. Alright, so you just kind of, these parts right here, just tab in right there. You just go boom, tabs in. It's very nice. And then you just close those. Now you tab in these parts. These tab in, that tabs. And then this will tab to the side there. And that will, hold on, that should be tabbing in right there. Mine's being just a ass right now. There we go. It's tabbing in now. And here we got Siege Optimus. I will say Classic Optimus looks much better from the back. I will say, despite having this weird roof, it's not as weird looking as this roof. I like Siege Optimus better, and Truck Mode, to be entirely honest. A lot of its transformation steps is similar to Masterpiece Optimus in some aspects, but different in a way. It's kind of weird to explain. Side swipes like that too. It's mainly just how the legs do. It's actually adds a few more steps into that, whereas Masterpiece Optimus, I don't think the wheels even moved at all. Yeah, they didn't. But I don't know, everything, the legs and how the arms go in, just kind of remind me of both MP01 and MP10, mainly MP10. Just a little. And then, I will say, if you're trying to get a figure for your kid, as far as which one would be easier to transform, it's definitely this one. This one's kind of a butthole transforming. This one's simple, clean, easy, fun. So, easier transformation, better vehicle mode is pretty much how that goes. If you're wondering, yeah, you can put his weapons on here. The axe, I wouldn't recommend putting down there just because it kind of hits the floor and prevents from moving it. But yeah, it moves. It rolls. Classic Prime rolls too. But Prime is tiny in this truck mode, as seen right next to Classic's Prime. He looks like a freaking monster in comparison. It just is a smaller cab. And yeah, but it looks more together and cohesive than Classic's Prime. So yeah, that's, we get another size comparison. Jazz. And totally not teasing anything. Yeah, yeah, here's Rear of the Shield Jazz next to them. Which one would I say scales better? Here's him scaled with Jazz. Here's Classics Prime scaled with Jazz. I would say that's probably scaled better, but I mean, it's not like, it's like, oh, this is horribly, like this is so tiny. Like, this is so tiny to the point where it's like whacked. I wouldn't say it's too terribly out of scale. It's not like horrific by any means, but like it's definitely not great. But yeah. But I mean, overall, Siege Optimus is truly the better figure, and will be replacing my beloved Classics Prime. Now the question comes: will my Henkei Megatron, or aka Classics Megatron, be, or it's a repaint Classics Megatron because Henkei was the Japanese line, will he be replaced by his Siege counterpart? You'll have to find that out in the next video review. Overall, I would highly recommend getting Siege Optimus to replace your Classics Optimus if you have a Classics Optimus, or if you have a Voyager class, Power of the Primes, Voyager class, Combiner Wars Optimus Prime. This will definitely replace him in your collection, for sure. Or any other Primes, unless you have some of the KOs, like there's a KO of, Iger did a KO of the MPO1 mold and shrunk it down. What to call it? There's another company, I think it's KBB, also did that, but not with MPO1. They did it with the MP10 mold and shrunk it down to Voyager scale. So those are some good options there. I would probably recommend getting the other one. The Iger one's actually expensive, quite expensive. I would recommend getting the KBBV, I believe it's what it's called. It's a shrunken down version of it with the MP10 mold, which is much better than the MPO1 mold. Would recommend getting that for your Classics collection, but I would recommend just getting this instead because A, it's cheaper, and B, I think aesthetically it fits better than that KBBV Optimus. But I mean, that's not a bad choice either. Note that he will be actually much taller than him, which means he will be taller than Siege Megatron, which may cause some issues if you do have the Siege Megatron as your Megatron. I don't know if that Prime is taller than this Megatron, though. I would actually have to get my hands on that, which I actually plan to, not to replace him. I'm actually getting the Nemesis Prime of that sometime in the future. I'll have it right now. I'm actually getting the iGear one. It's in Shattered Glass colors, that's why. I actually scored it for a pretty good deal. And yeah. So yeah, this has been my review. And peace out, guys.